Hey guys, it's John. If I had to start again, then I'd probably get a full-time job for the instant security. But I would also go back over all the side hustles I created over the years that helped me to start saving, investing, and eventually start my own business. Choosing the right side hustle can be tough. There are literally thousands of options out there. So today, I'm going to walk you through what I would do. So let's get into it. Before I get started, if you want the best ways to start and grow a business, then make sure you subscribe to this channel. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button to help spread the word. It's important when you're choosing your first side hustle that it's something that takes little or no money to get started. Most people starting out just don't have the funds to invest in products or equipment. So my first choice would be something service-based. My first service-based side hustle was actually washing cars for the neighbours. Even if you're 14, you just need a sponge, some cleaning products and a bucket. However, cleaning isn't just limited to kids. There are lots of people making thousands per week with cleaning services. As well as cars, there's gardens, driveways, houses, and even businesses. Cleaning probably has the lowest barrier to entry, and with the average car valet costing about 40 quid, it would only take 5 or 6 each weekend to be earning an extra 1,600 a month. And if you do this full time 5 days a week, that quickly turns into 4K. Everyone has a skill of some sort, and there are many ways to sell what you have to offer. It could be teaching, data entry, building websites, or even translation. Websites like Upwork and Freelancer allow people to sell their services to other people, or you could simply place adverts online or in stores. The one thing you must remember with a service-based side hustle is that you have to value your time. Make sure you're charging at least 1.5 times what you'd expect to get if you were employed in the same role, and always cover extra costs like materials and travelling expenses. Second on my list is drop shipping. This is the process of selling items that are stocked and dispatched from other people. And the best bit is, you only need to buy the item once you've received the money. Many companies offer drop shipping services, but at the same time there are lots of things to watch out for. Dropshipping has had a massive spike in popularity over the years, and it's not as easy as it used to be, but if it were easy, then everyone would be doing it. And there are still lots of opportunities out there if you just take the time to do your research. Firstly, most people look to dropship low-ticket items like phone cases or kids' toys, so I would aim a bit higher and find items that retail for at least $2.50. Not only is the quality of the product going to be much better, but you should have less competition and you'll make a better margin on each item. Secondly, I'd make sure I find products that not everyone else is selling, which means I wouldn't be dropshipping from China, which is where most people go. There are some great sites out there like AliExpress, which post directly to your customers. But not only will the shipping time be so long that you run the risk of people complaining, but you could get issues with the quality of the products. Remember, dropshipping means you'll never actually see the goods unless you buy them yourself. You don't just have to go with dropshipping companies though. There are other ways. Check out this example from Costco in the UK. If you look at their hot buys section, we've got this kids play area for $9.99. If I literally copy and paste the listing into eBay, I can see people already selling exactly the same product using the exact same images for a minimum of 100 extra. One guy is selling it for almost 1,600. And there's another guy here selling an installation service for just over 800. Don't be fooled into thinking that just because it's not something you might buy, that others wouldn't. Moving on from dropshipping is reselling. Now, this is going to take some investment, and so most people would start with dropshipping and get to know a particular niche before they move on to this. Reselling is buying stock, storing it, and then selling it online. The big advantage over dropshipping is that you'll be able to buy the goods for much less and therefore make a bigger margin. And you'll also be able to sell the goods offline. This is where websites like Alibaba can be really useful, as they connect people across the world with wholesalers in China. Although they do have minimum order quantities, they will usually sell you samples to make sure that you're happy with the product. Like I said before, I would avoid all the usual products like phone cases and go after something with a bigger resale price. But look at these examples. A men's 3-piece suit is on Alibaba for just $48, which would easily retail for $75 to $100. Boxing gloves for $13.50 that you can even customize with your own logo and sell for a minimum of $30. and a metal gazebo for $120 that's worth well over $300. And the list goes on. The one thing I would mention though is if you're looking at selling electrical items or kids' toys, then make sure you're covered by any safety standards relevant in your country. Fourth is property rentals, which sounds like something out of reach for most people, but you'd be really surprised just how easy it is to get into it. Of course, you'll need to put some money down, but in the UK, interest-only buy-to-let mortgages are not based on what you earn using multiples. If you have an income of over $18,000 a year, then there's a good chance with a 15% deposit you could own your first rental property. Personally, I only buy freehold houses of 1 or 2 bedrooms because there's no management fee to pay to a freeholder. And 1 or 2 bedroom properties are really easy to rent out. Let's take a look at an example. In Newport, South Wales, there's a 2-bed freehold house for $120k, and it's already got tenants in there that want to stay. 2-bed houses in Newport seem to rent for about $650 a month. So let's do the numbers. You'll need 15% of the 120k, so that's 18k. UK stamp duty will be $3,600. Solicitors' fees, no more than say $1,000, so the total investment will be $23,600. You're going to get $7,800 a year in rent, and the mortgage payments on the 102k that you've borrowed will be about $1,900 a year. So that's $5,900 per year profit before maintenance. Even if we say you'll spend £1,000 a year maintaining the property, that's still $4,900 a year profit. $4,900 a year on the $23,600 you've invested is a return of over 20%. Plus, on top of that, the property will go up in value, so anything that you have over the 102k you've borrowed will be yours. And of course, rents continue to rise year on year, and so too will your income. It's important to understand that there are various ways you can get into property, and a lot of it depends on your goal. Some people prefer to buy the property on a repayment basis for their pension, and that's a different method with a different set of rules. What I have demonstrated here is that if you're looking to invest money for an income, buy-to-let mortgages are much easier than people think. Number 5 is content creation. Now, this isn't for everyone, but it's definitely something I would be doing on the side of a full-time job. You could create a website with articles and information on a particular subject. It could be a blog reviewing products and services, or it could even be a YouTube channel, like this one, but better. Although content creation rarely pays off for a long period of time, once you have a large enough amount of people viewing your content, it's possible to sign up for advertiser programs such as Google AdSense, which will share some of the advertising revenue with your website for showing their adverts. If your content is popular enough, you might even get approached for brand deals. This is no different to the way that many social media influencers earn a living, but instead of you needing to build a massive online presence with millions of followers, creating blogs and videos is open to almost everyone and has a much lower barrier to entry. Creating a website or blog is made simpler with websites such as Wix.com or WordPress.com, where you can be up and running within hours. Pick a subject you're passionate about, research the competition to see what topics they're using for their content, and then just get going. So there's my top 5 side hustles, 5 things that I've done in the past that earned me money and I would do again if I needed to. My advice to you would be to just pick one and then go for it. You're not going to get everything right straight away, but we all learn by our mistakes. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, I'd appreciate the like to help spread the word. If you want to see more ways to start and grow a business, then make sure you subscribe to this channel. And if you've got any questions, leave me a comment below. Cheers then.